Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy November. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's November. Let's hop on over to Instagram. I'm like 60 seconds late because that Keurig was really taking its own good time this morning. I'm like, girl, come on, get with it. Good morning, Jamak. I hope I'm saying that right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy November. It's a beautiful day here on the Gulf Coast. It's fall ish, but I will take it. I will take it because that means it's not 100 degrees. I will take it. Good morning. Good morning, Creative Designs 2 over on Instagram. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Good morning, Gail. Hey, girl. How y'all doing? So, today's topic, well, first of all, I missed y'all last Friday. I was in New York for a conference, a women's leadership conference, and I was really trying to figure out like, can I still do coffee with Angel? Like, can I go and like somewhere in the hotel where the conference was being? And I was just like, no, you're trying to do too much. No, no. Put up a post that says you're out of town. I'll see you next week. Because sometimes we just trying to do too much. Oh my gosh, Jamek, North Carolina. Our son went to college in North Carolina. The weather there is like so outstanding. You get all four seasons, but none of them are really severe. It's just so beautiful in North Carolina. Um, yeah, like it's stunning. And I miss having a reason to go to North Carolina, frankly. I really do. Nidella, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, Nidella, you stole a little bit of my thunder, but I knew you were going to be here. And I always talk about how much I love a good message t-shirt. And, I give you a shout out every Friday. So I was like, well, how come you don't wear the shirts? Because I got like 4 or 5 of them. So here's one of Nidella's shirts. I love this one. It also comes in the white shirt, black print, and she might have some other colors. I don't know. I wear a 6. This is a size small, so it's pretty, true to size. It's fitted but not tight. It feels like a woman's tee. Not like I'm wearing a man's shirt. So I love it. The cotton, I don't know what the blend is, but it's yummy. I love it, love it. I even travel in it because when you travel, you really want something that feels good. So love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes, 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 yes. Love it, love it, love it. So you guys go over to Nidella, Nydella, our Instagram page, and that's where you will find how to order this shirt. It's a woman-owned business. We're supporting the sisters. We're especially supporting the Silver Sisters, who are making midlife pivots and doing a new thing in this season. So, that's not even today's topic, but I'm just going to put that out there. And also, I am going to, 1st of December, do a list of my top women owned brands. So if you are a brand owner, like Nidella, you already know I got you, girl. But if you are a brand owner and you want me to give your product a shout out, hit me in the DMs and let's chat because I'm all about supporting one another. All about supporting one another. Good morning. Good morning. Amira. Hey, good morning, girl. How you doing? We got a baby on the chat this morning. Amira recently graduated from Texas Southern University. Congratulations. And she is an amazing photographer. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Go to her Instagram page and look at some of her photography. She specializes in sports photography. It is simply gorgeous. Miss Amira McCoy. Yes, 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 yes. So, Good morning. Good morning. I have not even touched on the topic. This is how much I missed being with y'all last Friday. I'm like doing all the catch up and previewing. So yeah, I talked about, and if you are not a woman business owner, if you know someone that you would like to connect me with as I create my, holiday favorites, my holiday gift guides. And I'm going to be doing that on both Instagram and then long version on my YouTube page. So anyway, yes, that's that. So back to last week at the conference, a lot of heavy hitters in terms of women's leadership roles, a lot of Olympians. Miss Tina Knowles was there. Like that's how everybody refers to her, Miss Tina Knowles, even though we're like the same age. Otherwise known as Beyonce's mom. And of course we had some Olympians there. And so at lunch, the table right next to me, Jordan Childs was there. Like Jordan Childs. And I thought, oh, how cool. Jordan Childs. I'm going to tell my daughter. I was sitting across from her. I actually wound up getting to take a picture with her. And unfortunately, I can't upload a picture on this. Or if I can, I don't know how to. It told me I could only do a video. So anyway, I'll post it to my Instagram page later. But anyway, that was a fun thing I did. But glad to be back with you guys. So this morning's topic is silver hair myths. Oh my gosh, there's so many misconceptions that people have about what it means for a woman to embrace her silver or gray hair. And honestly, a lot of them are still negative, but we're not here for that. But I want to know, like, what's some of the most ridiculous things people said to you, whether they were strangers or loved ones? What's some of the most ridiculous things that people said to you? About your silver hair. So y'all know, well, you may or may not know my story. Like my mother found my first silver strand. I have had silver hair my whole life, except for a few short years in my 30s. I made the mistake of coloring it. And I knew immediately when I did it, it was a mistake. And I could not figure out, I couldn't wait to figure out how to go back to being myself. And ultimately, it was my very first big chop before that was even a term. And that was in the 90s. So I would say some of the most ridiculous things that people have said to me. Now you got to remember, I was a child with silver hair, and people would say, oh, that means you're wise. What does that mean to a 10-year-old? That meant nothing to me. I didn't know if that meant like I was going to be an old lady very fast. Like I literally didn't know how to process that. And I had just, so a lot of times as a kid, I would hear that and I knew they meant well, but I didn't really know how to translate that. I didn't know if that meant, it didn't mean you're smart. Like that's different than wise. So anyway, that's a funny thing. And then during both of my pregnancies, I had our son when I was 26, our daughter when I was 34. And both times people said to me, you're too young to have silver hair, which was like so ridiculous. To me, it felt like you're saying I'm too young to have hair because I've always had this hair. Like it's just a part of me. So I want you guys to share some of your stories. What's some of the most ridiculous or funny things? It could just be funny. It could just be humorous. I know a lot of women are discouraged by the people in their lives from embracing their silver hair because they're really projecting themselves right on you. But drop some comments in the chat. I want to laugh. Let's have fun with this. Okay, Nidella, I can always count on you to get the conversation started, sister. Nidella says they have asked, why would you age yourself like that? You still have years to color your hair without people expecting you are color. Wait, what? Why would you age yourself like that? You still have years to color your hair. Like you still have years to waste your money covering up that stunning crown. And when you guys go to her site, her Instagram page, you're going to see she's actually in the transition phase. She's growing out her hair. And I love that you are sharing your journey. First of all, you're gorgeous and your hair is gorgeous. and just seeing that transformation in real time, you have no idea how much courage you're giving other women, and how much you're inspiring them to do what they really want to do, but they don't really have anybody in their life to support them. And that's one of the really good things about social media, is that for women who are wanting to embrace their authentic selves, by letting their silver, gray, salt and pepper, whatever your combination is, right? Letting that grow out. There is a community of women to support you in that process. So one, thank you for sharing your transitioning journey. But yeah, why would you age yourself like that? Like, yeah, that's funny to me. Let's see. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. I missed you too. Jamax says, "Oh, she started when she was 16, and she gets tons of compliments." And so, that also mirrors my childhood and growing up. And like when I was growing up, like it was never viewed as something negative, and I actually didn't start getting negative comments about my silver hair until I was in my 30s. Because when my daughter was born, previously it had just been this streak, right? And then when my daughter was born, those pregnancy hormones were just like, we're coming out. And it came out, and it was the streak was pretty, but the way it was coming in during my second pregnancy, like many of you, it was very spotty. Like, I had the halo here, and there would be a patch here or there. And like that didn't bother me, but it just apparently was offsetting to some people. Because I could envision what it was going to look like at the end, right? But that's when I really started getting a lot of negative comments. So it was very foreign to me to have someone say something negative. And I actually acquiesced, and it was a horrible mistake. We'll talk about that another time. Oh, Mary says, okay. Oh, let's see. Jamat, I'm sorry, I can put these on the screen. I forgot I could do that. She says when she was about 40, her daughter convinced her to color it. She said, "Your face and energy is so youthful. Your hair ages you." I reluctantly agreed because I love my hair color. So very similar stories, like right, like the person who convinced me in my mid 30s to color my hair, super super close, like family, right? And people, they say things often when they think they have their best interest, your best interest, but like it's really covering up who you are. So I completely understand that. Like she really thought she had your best interest. And now like I say that my silver hair is my best accessory. Like dress up, dress down, makeup on, makeup off. I really feel that it is my best accessory. And I think that is yours too. It literally lights up your face. So the energy and the aging that people are afraid of, I think when you embrace it, like when you embrace it and not care what anybody else says, like that illuminates, that comes out. And so that silver crown or that gray hair or salt and pepper, whatever it is, it really becomes like a beacon, and it draws people to you. So it is actually the exact opposite of what many people fear. Let's see what Mary says. A coworker said to me, "You are going to color your hair or you will be asked to retire." Wow. She was in her 40s. Wow. Wow. And here's the thing, like that ageism for women based on what people perceive about you with silver hair, like that's still true, sadly. I think about a year or so ago, there was a story about an anchor woman. Yeah, it was during COVID, an anchor woman in Canada who, because of COVID, she could not go to the salon, and she just decided to embrace her hair. And if you saw the picture, she's just absolutely stunning. And she actually lost her job. Like that's just 2 years ago. So that's real life. That's real life. Oh, I love the comments are coming. Jamak says she took a business trip after that and just faded into the background. And when she got home, oh, you're talking about how you transition when you realize you made a mistake and colored your hair. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm loving the comments. Good morning, Renee. Good morning. Renee says, especially since she's wearing her hair in an afro and her daughter tells her to cut it. Honey, I see your little thumbnail print. It's little, but like that hair, that silver, baby, you are rocking it. Like I could barely see it from the thumbnail. It is stunning. It's just what I said. It's like a beacon. It is absolutely gorgeous. Do not color that, honey. Do not color that. In my opinion. Oh, and Jamak is echoing what Mary said. She said people can jump on ageism, and she says she worries about it in the job market, but it is what it is, and I won't change it. Or whatever they're doing now. That's right. You want me and my skills and my talent and all that comes with this experience, you're going to get the silver hair too. You know, you're going to get the silver hair too. Let's hop on over to Instagram. Good morning, Mr. Shark. He said he was a casualty too. He got tired of messing up his shirt collar and the specs on the mirror and the walls. Yes. So, ladies, I want you to know Mr. Shark is exactly that. He is a man, and he has this really incredible beard and hair. But the beard is what draws your eye to his face. And as you can see, men, we think it's just women, but men with not some men still, not as much as women, but they do, get backlash from some of the myths surrounding what it means to have silver hair. So I'm glad you ditched the dye, embraced your silver crown and your silver beard, because I'm sure there are many, many men who would love to have a rock a beard like that. And then Miss Cookie says, I can relate. Yeah, look, everybody who has tried to cover their silver hair, regardless of texture, hair type, length, gender, you can all attest to the fact that it is a struggle. It's a hot mess because your hair is very resistant to the dyes. Like anybody who's coloring their silver hair, you are coloring your hair a lot more with a lot more frequency than say your dark haired counterpart who maybe wants some auburn, right? A lot of people with dark hair will do some reds to bring out some undertones. Like you are coloring your hair with a lot more frequency. It is very time consuming, very expensive, and very messy. Very much like the purple dyes, right? Because if you're using the purple dyes, they are time consuming, they are messy, and they're very costly, and it's an inefficient way to take care of your silver crown. So, which is why the Maison 276 3-step system is innovative and award-winning, because it's designed to and formulated to not only address the naturally occurring changes in mature hair, but all of the products are white. And I created it that way because I spent decades using purple stuff that ruined my hair, ruined my towels, my clothes, my shower stalls, everything. And so that is why the 3-step system is so innovative and incredible. Oh, Renee says she's not cutting it. She's not coloring it. I love it the way it is. Kudos. We have lived long enough and checked boxes for so many other people all of our lives. At this season, I'm checking the boxes for me. I'm checking the boxes for me. That's called self-care. And Idella has a shirt about that too. It's called You're Not Selfish, it's self-care. And rocking your hair the way you want is actually a form of self-care because it's a level of freedom. I love it. Okay, I want to hear some more comments. Today's topic is embracing your silver hair. And I want to know, what's the most ridiculous thing someone's ever said to you about your silver hair? Some of these are funny, some of these are not, because it goes to show how much pressure people feel based on societal's unfounded, unfounded, ideas about what it means to have silver hair. Another common one is, you're letting yourself go. Go where? Go where? You're, all of us, like, you are a perfectly put together person, right? With dyed hair. You're perfectly put together. But now that you decided to stop coloring your hair, now you're letting yourself go. Like that one thing, like wipes out that one thing, embracing your authentic self, now wipes out everything else that makes you a pulled together and, person. Like, no, get out of here. Get out of here. Danita Diller, she says she has gray hair. And oh, by the way, thank you, Danita, because if you have a question, like when I do Coffee with Angel, sometimes I'm talking about hair, sometimes I'm not. A couple of weeks ago we were talking about fashion, but you can always drop a comment or a question in the chat and I will answer it. You can always drop in a comment or recommendation about a topic you want to discuss on a Coffee with Angel or on a YouTube vlog for that matter. So yes, so a good gel that would tame it. So Danita, do you want a styling gel or do you want something to do this? Because I have 4C hair. And so now this is actually flat ironed. I've been doing some experimenting. And I typically don't really do a lot of heat, but I have been doing some experimenting to test out some products to make sure they don't turn my hair yellow. Because a lot of things, if you have a lot of white, you have to be really, really careful because even some products that are clear will turn your hair yellow. So, so let me know, do you just need an edge gel or do you want something that's like a styling gel that will take, thick, wavy, coily hair and, excuse me, and slick it back? Because I have recommendations for both, but I want to know specifically which you want, which one you're looking for. That's hilarious, Mr. Shark. That's hilarious. We're not talking about politics on here, but that's hilarious. Okay, Danita. I was waiting for a little bit more. So, if you want an edge gel, so right now, so I have been using Eden Body Works. They have an edge gel. Let's see, you're on YouTube. Okay, so you're watching on YouTube. Perfect, because I have a YouTube vlog for that is best styling products for silver and gray hair. Okay, all of it. Perfect. So I have a YouTube vlog called Best Styling Products for Silver and Gray Hair. If you look in the playlist, there's a playlist of all the hair care tips and tricks videos. It's called Mastering the Art of Gorgeous Silver Hair. And in that playlist is a vlog on best styling products for silver hair. And I go into depth about a styling gel to slick this back and edge gels and heat protectants that I'm also using for those rare occasions that I flat iron. The edge gel that I use is Eden Body Works. It's clear and it's really good. It's got coconut oil in it. It doesn't dry and it doesn't flake. The only issue is that it's hard to find. And so I've been experimenting. I just bought another brand, so I need to use it a little bit more before I recommend it to the Silver Sisters. In terms of the styling gel, Cantu has a clear gel. It's called I can't think of the name of it because they have like 100 products. But if you go to that vlog, I tell you specifically which one. But the Cantu gels, the clear ones, they're pretty good because they also don't flake. They don't dry your hair out. The thing you have to be careful for about the gels, look for products that don't have alcohol, sulfates, or phosphates, don't have the bad alcohols, because those are the ones we have to be careful about them drying out our hair, because we know that our silver hair is naturally dry because our hair is just like our skin. It changes as we mature, but it doesn't have to stay dry. There are products that we can use to condition, moisturize, and hydrate, because your hair can be soft and feel good and shiny and luscious and all the other things. You know, your silver hair can be all of those things. You just have to use the right type of products, which among them is the Maison 276 3-step system. Let's see. Okay, so yes, check those videos out. And if you have any other questions, Danita, leave me a message in the YouTube comments. Anybody who follows me on YouTube knows that I answer all of the comments, all the questions. So good morning, Instagram, J to the bad. Good morning. I didn't see you, Stephanie, earlier. Good morning. Good morning. Stephanie, I'll celebrate the gray. Good morning. So if I miss a shout out, my apologies. Because I'm going back and forth between the Instagram feed and the Facebook and YouTube feed. So I hope that helps, Danita. Okay. Oh man, the time really flew by. So thank you guys for joining me. You know, I always say Coffee with Angel is just for a little while, just as long as it takes you to have your first morning brew. Usually we're about 20 minutes. Sometimes, you know, we go a little bit over if we're having fun. But I know you got things to do, people to see, and places to go. So let's see. In terms of, I wanted to follow up. If you are just hopping on, all of the Coffee with Angels are posted on YouTube immediately after. So if you miss the entire, excuse me, if you miss the entire episode, you can just go to my YouTube, and I'm going to put it in the YouTube channel is Angel U Cornelius. And the U is my maiden name. But if you search Angel Cornelius, it'll probably come up. It'll probably come up. So, but yes, you can watch all today's episode, full episode, and all of the previous Coffee with Angels, as well as the other YouTube videos that I've done. And I love the fact that you guys are giving me content recommendations. I've been doing a couple of polls to see what other types of information and what other type of vlogs you would like for me to create, because I always say these platforms are for you. It's for me to bring you information that is valuable, useful, to help you live your best life at 50 and beyond. And if you're a youngster and you're under 50, these tips can probably help you too. So the last thing I want to say is just a reminder. I said this earlier, but in December, I'm going to be doing some gift guides and some of my favorite products by female founders. So if you're a female founder, or if you know a female founder who has a product that you would like me to try and consider adding to my gift guide, please, you can give them my information, have them send me a DM, whether it's on the best places are Instagram and YouTube. I don't check the Facebook messages as frequently as I should. There's just only so many channels, y'all. Or you can send me an email at Angel. I'll put my email at Angel at Maison276.com. That's my email address. if you want to, oh, I forgot to show it. That's my email address if you want to refer a female founder who has an amazing product that you'd like me to review and possibly add to my holiday gift giving guide. Okay, guys, that's it. I want you to have an amazing weekend. Happy November. I cannot believe it's November, but happy November. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danita. Thank you for joining me. And everybody have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.